Yo, what's up? Checking back in from yesterday. I can even follow up from yesterday's commentary rants that was going on for a while. You know, me and my interview situation with my co-op situation. So yesterday they were like, yeah, we'll get back to you by tomorrow or Friday, right? Because yesterday was Wednesday. So I was like, okay, so they'll probably get back to me like end of day Thursday, end of day Friday, right? But when I woke up and checked my phone, I fucking saw an email, right? I was like, shit, I got rejected. That's what I was thinking when I saw the pop-up, right? Because like, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But I'm like, wait. I look careful. I'm like, wait. Hold on. Wait. Says you got it. I'm like, hold on. Anyways, yeah, I was pretty stoked. You know, because it was like quite last minute from what I heard yesterday. They were like, yeah, we're about to give this guy an offer, but we want to interview you first. I'm like, okay. That's how it seemed like. So I was like, okay. But anyways, so I got the offer. I signed the contracts. Yes, sir. So apparently what happened was, apparently, because from my interview with the hiring manager yesterday, he was like, oh yeah, we have an interview scheduled tomorrow. One more last interview scheduled for tomorrow. So I thought in my head that meant that I would hear back by the end of day today or tomorrow, right? Because if he has an interview today, that means like they have to like analyze the candidate and whatnot. But basically, from what I've heard from the HR person today, was the person that they're going to interview was like not actually a student, so they just didn't interview him. So that's apparently what happened. So and apparently the hiring manager actually, from what it seems like, he really liked me, right? Like he wanted to hire me, because the HR person was like, yeah, after the interview, like he DM'd me, he messaged me. He was like, okay, yeah, I want to hire this guy. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, sir. Woo! Oh my God. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a 1-year co-op, which I'm completely fine with. I'm down. I am so down. Because normally when I was in the SFU, this situation, when I first heard about an 8-month co-op, I was like, yo, that's so long. I don't know if I want to commit to so long for my company. But then once I really got into that 8-month co-op, I was like, damn, 12 months is actually not that bad. Because how I viewed it was like, first 4 months, I was really like, not even first 4 months. Maybe, okay, fine. First 3 months, I wasn't really functioning like to my, you know, like, I wasn't really functioning at the complete speed that I could have been functioning. I don't know if that makes sense. Essentially, I still wasn't really familiar with the processes. And it took me quite a while to actually get used to it. It took me like 3 months. And what happened was, in the first 3 months, actually, like, my co-op supervisor was really like, she really didn't know if I had what it takes for that position, right? So in the first couple of months, she was like really concerned, and I could tell she was concerned, and she even told me that at the end of my co-op 8 months term. She was like, oh yeah, when you first started, I was quite concerned. You weren't really like, it didn't seem like you were really up to speed, and like you were really like, you were pretty confused. You didn't really know what's going on. So, but I'm glad that eventually, like, you kicked it up a notch and were able to catch on. That's me, right? Like, personally, as an individual, I guess I'm just more slow in terms of learning things, learning in progress, learning the process. I'm more slow to things, take longer to adapt. But once I adapt, I believe that I'm pretty capable. Obviously, there's lots of like more talented people than me, right? Like I would say I'm like average at best. Not even average. I would say I'm below average. Like compared to like how fast people normally absorb information, I definitely think I'm below average. Like not even going like I'm below average. Like so whenever there's like a course or whatever, for example, fucking we're in math class, right? Teacher teaches fucking 1 + 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, normal student probably understands that in like, I don't know, like okay, let's say like 1 minute, right? It takes me like fucking 5 minutes or like at least 2 minutes to understand, like double the time, man. Like I just have to, I don't know what, I just like, I'm like dumb, but like can't stop me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just like even if you're not like gifted in that regards, I think that if you can make up for it by trying really hard, I know it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You just, life is like unfair, right? So sometimes some things that you lack in, you make up for other places. So I'm not sure what I'm better at. That's like the trade-off being me, so like I don't even know how to say me, but like being so non-receptive to new materials. I guess that's what I say. I don't know what the fucking trade-off is. Maybe it's the trade-off is like I have a strong mindset and like I'm consistent, like, and I want and I push myself to really try to achieve my end goal. Maybe like that's what was the trade-off for me. That I'm not saying like I'm like super motivated or whatever, but I actually think that I am more motivated because that I'm not fucking like naturally as gifted in memorizing stuff. Because if I feel like if I'm naturally more gifted in like memorizing shit, I won't even like take it as seriously because I'm like, oh shit, I don't even need to pay attention, man. Like I cruise along this, yo. But since I am like below average, like I'm aware, I'm like, oh shit, I need to like try harder, right? So I guess that kind of balances out, and in a way it almost becomes an advantage of some sort, because that same mindset kind of transitions to other pieces of life. But I'm not saying like I'm super motivated or anything, you know. I'm just saying like because I'm so like below average in terms of my memory retention and shit, I have to make it up by like trying hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but honestly, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I'm really excited. Like I'm fucking stoked, man. This is the first job. Let me think about this. Am I capping right now? Okay, this is definitely the job that I'm most excited for like my whole career, man. Like no cap. This is the first, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a bit intimidated about the whole situation because it seems like I have set the bar high for myself, because I think I'm not trying to be like egotistical or whatever, but I think I did pretty damn well on that fucking interview. So like, sorry, there's some interruptions going on because something like that happened, but I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm still going. I hope the recording didn't stop, but essentially what I was trying to say is, even though I don't even know what I was gonna say. Wait, let me figure out. Yeah, I was trying to say that I'm really hyped about this role. Yes. And I'm intimidated, yes, for sure, because in my opinion, I think, not trying to be egotistical, I'm just like thinking back and looking back at how I interviewed yesterday and seeing the reactions of the interview panel, I would say that I did a pretty darn good job, and I seemed pretty darn good at UX as well. Like, the stuff I was saying, I wasn't really I wasn't bullshitting, right? But the way I was portraying myself make me seem like, well, I do know what I'm doing, but it just made me seem like, I don't know, I was in a different mode. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I was like, I had so much adrenaline that it was like, in a way, not even me. Like, I was like, yeah. I was like, normally I'm like, I don't know, I don't really have that much energy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was so stoked. I was like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I just want to recap. It's amazing, man. It's actually amazing. This is like a blessing, man. Really thankful for all the people that helped me out. Really thankful. Like, you know, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna really, this is what I wanted for like, how long now? I've been wanting this actually since I figured out what UX even was. Since I figured out what UX was. And when I figured out what UX was I'd say October, November 2021. Probably October 2021 or like early November 2021, because that's when I really like worked closely with my with a UX designer. That's when. That's when. Initially, my goal was to just stay at TradeSafe, right? And transition transition from marketing towards like a junior UX, and then fully and eventually hopefully transfer to like a full-time UX position as an actual UX person. But it didn't work out. But I think in my mind, actually, it worked out even better. Like, getting laid off, initially I thought it was like, damn, my whole plan of like slowly transitioning and stuff was like, what is this car not moving? What? That was so weird. My goal of like slowly transitioning within the company to a UX position, I was like thrown out the window, right? And that was what I was really encouraged to do, and I had that in my mind as well anyways. Like, other people, like my UX mentor was like telling me that's like the UX course that I took with RainStation, the instructors were really telling me that is one solid path to take into pursuing a career in UX, just like slowly transitioning within your company and slowly like making your way into that role, right? So I wanted to really do that, but unfortunately I got laid off, right? I actually vlogged it. I felt so weird when I got laid off, because I felt, I don't even know, because when I got laid off, I was like mixed feelings, right? Because first, I didn't really want to leave the company per se, because that meant like instability. Like, it wasn't really it's not really stable not having a job, and I just don't really like that feeling of not having a job. And the job was like pretty chill. I liked the people. The work wasn't half bad. It was a good job. It was a good job. Like, I actually liked working there, right? So I was like just like bit sad that I had to leave. But on the other flip side, when I was experiencing that, I was also pretty optimistic, like overly optimistic actually, because I guess in my head I was like, because from my success doing the RainStation course, I was like, damn, I'm like pretty good at this. I should have no problems getting a job, right? I'm like pretty good, right? So if I just apply over the summer, I should land something, right? Unfortunately, over the summer, I figured out that I was not pretty good. And there's a long way to go for me, right? And now that I'm looking back, I'm like, what the hell? I'm not even like me right now. I like shit on the guy that was trying to look for jobs in the summer, right? I shit on that guy. It's the same, it was still me, so I shit on myself. But if I were to, I'm 100% confident if I were to compare myself from myself now versus myself 6 months later, right? The one 6 months later would shit on me like fucking 1000%. Me now, like, if it doesn't, I'll be sad. Like, honestly, I want the future me to shit on me right now. Like, that's how you learn to grow. I don't even know what I'm saying, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you really fuck, I don't know how this worked out. This actually seemed like it worked out so good. Oh my god, I just had to trust the process, I guess. You thought I was done? Nah, we back at it. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, man, I'm like so happy, man. Everything's finally working. Just like in August, I was so lost. I was like, because when I didn't get that Coast Capital Co-op, I was like, man, my life is over type thing. Like, I have to go back to marketing. And you know, like, marketing for me is just not that appealing. Like, I guess I'll do it if I have to, but it's not actually what I really want to do in the long run. And UX is actually what I want to do in the long run, right? I figured that out. Thankfully, I figured that out, why I'm so blessed. I feel so blessed. Oh my goodness, this year has been crazy. Now that looking back at it, this year has been crazy. From the start of the year to the end of the year, transition so much. I would have never imagined this. This is like, honestly, this is better than best thing that I could imagine. Like, I'm fucking so hyped, man. Let's go! Yes, sir. But I know it's gonna be with that all being said, you know, I know it's gonna be like a tough road ahead of me. I know I'm gonna like hit a lot of hurdles, especially because I've done co-ops before, right? But I'm the Vision Co-op. I hit hella hurdles in the beginning, right? And I expect myself to hit hella hurdles again. But this time I know that if I do well, there is a chance of me staying on as a full-time role. And that's really what I ultimately want, right? A full-time role that's non-co-op in UX. So I really need to like actually try. And I think the fact that I actually like UX makes me just really helps a lot, because everything just seems more interesting. Like, I'm just like, let's go. Whereas like, for example, like in like marketing roles, right? I remember a lot of the work I've done is like writing, social media, just like very copy in terms of like writing copy focus, language focus. You're very focused on your vernacular, and just like using writing as a means of communication, right? And honestly, I'm not that good with words. That's not my strong suit naturally. Like, if I try, I could be decent at it, but not even decent. Like, honestly, I'd say I'm like below average again. I'll say I'm below average. Oh, this gas station got fixed real quick. What the heck? Okay, anyways, I'm stoked. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just popping off right now, because let's get it! I'm making random sounds, but who gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? I have so much adrenaline. I'm actually like, this is the proudest moment I've had for myself, honestly. Like, there's this thing all hits at once, right? Like, okay, sure, you can like say like this is the peak. How do you say it? It hits you all at once in terms of happiness, in terms of my success and whatnot. Like the other big successes that I've seen myself doing was, honestly, the big success for me was my personal life stuff, in terms of like it's all gym related stuff. Honestly, I feel like biggest achievements for me, is it 465 or 450? Anyways, I'm just gonna say 455 deadlift, 315 squat, 225 bench, actually 275 bench, 135, actually 225 and 275 bench, because both of them were milestones for me. 135 overhead press was also a milestone for me. And also I also lost like 40 pounds in 1 year, which was also a pretty big accomplishment for me. But all those things were like really quite gradual, right? It's not like, it doesn't really hit you all at once, because like slowly you get better, so it's not as like fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that I can see all the hard work, not really, I mean, I'm not gonna downplay myself. I did do good work. I'd say I could have maybe like, of course I could have worked harder, right? But I did some good work. Like, all the good work that I put in the past 6 months paid off, man. Like, it paid off, yo! Let's go! Probably sounds so stupid right now, but who gonna stop me, huh? Celebrating potatoes. Wait, I can't even see myself doing it.
Does it look weird still? It's like very hard to
I think the guy like actually moves. He like jumps like in a V shape or something when he does it. He doesn't stay still. I don't know.
What is this? V shape?
Well, I don't know. He just moves around. He doesn't really stay still. He's like you know, like I don't know. You watch that diving. What is? What? He's just like, I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. What's that bouncing like a tomato? That one. Wait, oh, okay. I think he does it pretty relaxed. He's just like. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Now?
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't think the jumping thing's making it better. Never mind. Don't do the jumping thing. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, kind of looks like you're doing like Karate Kid.
Then do it.
I can't do it. Oh.